Stu, Drew, Lou, and Howard, the reluctant Chaz, who would rather watch chess, planned to watch the Ultra Bowl, the ultimate event in football, the split decision on which team should win. The problem is that Dee Dee doesn't trust Stu and the others to watch a game after she overheard Tommy bumping his head on the coffee table while trying to get a balloon. Stu, however, quickly creates a baby helmet for Tommy that convinces her the babies will be fine while she and Betty go shopping. The men arrive with snacks and a massive TV, and the women leave. Before the game starts, Stu puts his makeshift helmets on all the babies plus Angelica. The other men soon tell Lou to give the kids their bottles shortly after the game begins. Lou hands out the bottles to Chucky, Phil, and Lil. Angelica refuses, saying that bottles are for babies and she's not a baby. Lou gives Tommy his bottle, saying that he has fixed up something special compared to the others. Tommy reveals this is when he happily explains that he got chocolate milk, while the others got plain milk instead. Everyone else is envious, especially Angelica. Angelica chases Tommy. The chase is shown in the manner of a football game with the babies throwing the bottle to each other to keep it away from Angelica, not realizing the chocolate milk is spilling at the same time. While this goes on, the commentary from the game matches with the game of keep away. Angelica eventually manages to grab the bottle, but forcefully shoots it out of the bottle when she catches it. Angelica wails that the bottle is empty just as Dee Dee and Betty return. Dee Dee is furious about the chocolate milk all over the living room, and that the men failed to notice what was going on right behind them. Chaz adopts an "I told you so" attitude when he says that they would have been better off watching chess tournaments. The rugrats sit innocently in the middle of the floor covered with chocolate milk. Spike walks to Angelica and licks her. The others then give each other high fives and fall on the floor. While Tommy's being fed in the kitchen by Dee Dee with Betty, there's a crashing noise in the living room. Lying broken on the living room floor is Mr. Fluffles, a lamp with a clown face that was Tommy's favorite lamp. Much to Tommy's distress, Angelica comes in, claiming she was taking a nap, and asks Dee Dee and Betty about what happened. Once Dee Dee and Betty put Tommy and his friends in the playpen and clean up all of the broken glass pieces of Mr. Fluffles, Betty mentions seeing a lamp just like it at a store and discusses with Dee Dee about calling to see if they still have it in stock so the broken lamp can be replaced. She and Dee Dee go off to do this. Tommy laments the loss of his lamp and demands to know who the culprit is and why they did it. It's decided that they should hold court to figure out who actually did it. Angelica, who claims that she had been taking a nap at the time, isn't considered a suspect and is allowed to be the prosecutor, while Tommy is the judge. Chucky, Phil, and Lil are each called to the stand. Tommy's squeak hammer serves as the gavel, used for calling for order if unnecessary bickering takes place. Phil and Lil are called to the stand first. The twins say they played tag first, then they say they played Ring Around the Rosie around the lamp. Angelica accuses them of knocking into the lamp when they let go, which caused it to fall and break. Phil and Lil admit they did accidentally knock into it, but not hard enough to make it fall and break. Angelica insists they're lying, but Judge Pickles believes they're innocent. Chucky goes next. Chucky wasn't playing with Phil and Lil and doesn't know if they knocked into the lamp or not when they ran off. What he does know is a monster which looked like a rabbit scared him, and he hid from under the couch. Angelica insists this is a cover story, since Chucky has a fear of clowns. Angelica figures that he must have destroyed the lamp on purpose due to his hatred of clowns, but Chucky claims that for as much as he hated the lamp, he couldn't bring himself to break it, knowing how much Tommy loved it. Like with Phil and Lil, Angelica insists that Chucky's lying, but Tommy believes that Chucky's telling the truth. We still don't know the real culprit. Judge Pickles goes on to point out how none of them could have done it. Chucky was hiding in the couch. The twins were on the other side of the room. He himself was in the kitchen and Angelica was taking a nap. But then Tommy realizes that Angelica had already taken a nap before she came over to his house. He, Chucky, and the twins begin to cross-examine Angelica on how she could have known what was going on in the living room if she was taking a nap at the time, which made them realize that Angelica was lying when she said she was sleeping, and the reason she did it is because she's the one who broke the judge's lamp. Angelica gleefully admits it. Tommy asks her why she did it, and she gladly decides to do so. Angelica then tells her story. She's looking for a crayon so she could draw on the hallway walls to get Tommy in trouble for it. She looked in the living room and saw the twins playing together. Jealous, Angelica found Tommy's rabbit mask from the previous Halloween and put the mask on to successfully scare Chucky with it. Feeling the rabbit monster from Chucky's story was Angelica wearing the rabbit mask that Tommy wore for Halloween before the incident, while the twins were unaware. After the twins moved away from the lamp, Angelica looked at it and concluded that she hated the lamp so she knocked it over on purpose and fled. Angelica gloats about her actions and taunts the babies because they can't talk and thus can't tell the adults. Then she hears Dee Dee shout her name and then looks up to see her and Betty glaring at her angrily. Angelica attempts to declare innocence, only for Betty to reveal that she and Dee Dee heard the whole story. Dee Dee is furious with her niece for destroying her son's favorite lamp and trying to get her son and his friends in trouble. And she and Betty take Angelica into the kitchen, put her in timeout by seating her in Tommy's high chair, much to her humiliation, until her father comes by to pick her up. Because of this, Tommy guesses the persecutor is the perpetrator this time. The spirit of Mr. Fuffles appears and smiles at the babies.